Hi guys, it's Carol with another video. Today it's close enough to Halloween. I've been putting out some Halloween work and I'm having some issues with my witch hat here. So let's see if I can fold that back so I can see you. But if you haven't done so yet, please like and subscribe to my channel. Also guys, we are so close. I am 99 subscribed. I need one more to do this giveaway. So somebody need to call somebody and have somebody subscribe. Oops, so that I can do my 100 subscription giveaway. But today, what I wanted to talk to you guys about was the elephant in the room. And that elephant is smoothing and shaping the nails. What are the tools we use, why we use them, how we use them to get the absolute smoothest fingernails and allowing you to lay your gel top coats, whether you go in with a color gel or you just, encapsulate it. So now you're finishing with a clear top coat. Let's talk about smooth nails. Okay, so we're talking smooth today. And where does smoothness start? In my opinion, smoothness starts with your powders. Are you using a good powder? Like I went out and I was in New Orleans and I wanted to do a friend's nails and I didn't bring any supplies with me. So we went to the local beauty supply store and the only thing I can find was Kiss. Look, I still haven't posted that video yet because we could not get that. The product was coming out like chewing gum. So if you have nails that are not powders that is not professional, you might not get a smooth lay. So we want to start with good powders. Also, liquid to powder ratio and a good brush. If your Kolinsky brush is cheap and the hairs are coming out and it's not holding together, you might not get a smooth lay on your acrylic. Also, craftsmanship. If you're not really proficient at doing nails, you might not get a smooth lay, and then you have a whole lot of hand filing and buffing and a whole bunch of stuff to do in order to get the nails smooth. So in an effort to avoid having to do that much work to get your nails smooth, let's talk about some other tools that you can use to shape and buff the nails. So I like to start, after I lay the acrylic down, I like to start with an 80-80 file. This one is no particular brand. I picked these up at my beauty supply store, and they work just as well as the brand name ones. You know what they are. I'm not going to call any brand names right now. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I'm here to tell you that a good 80-80 hand file, a sturdy one that when you're pushing up against the nail, and you want to keep it straight, it doesn't bend on you. A good 80-80 hand file. Then there is a series of buffers you can use. Like we have these little sponge buffers. I like these. They're small enough that I can use them on individuals. I can have them take them with them. I can dispose of them, but we have the little I believe you can sanitize these as well, but I like them because I can store them or throw them away, right? And then we have a variety of other hand files. Traditionally, when I go to the nail salon, this is the ones that I was used to, and I've been getting my nails done since the 90s. And this was the one that everybody used. This is my Old Faithful. I always have one of these in my collection, but there are other options to using this hand file, this buffer. And they come in different grits. So this is a fine one. This is a little bit more coarse, and it has 3 sides. All of them are 3-sided. But if you're having issues with smoothing, and you didn't quite lay your acrylic down smooth, and you've already gone, hand file it this way, hand file it that way, and around and down, and you're still having some lumpy issues, we have to work on your technique. But you might want a coarse buffer, and then you will work your way down to a finer one to ultimately achieve smooth nails. There's also the buffers that look like a hand file. One of my all-time favorites. These are 100, 180 on the grit. So 100 on one side, 180 on the opposite side. Of course, 180 being the 180 being the coarser side, of 100 is the finer side. I absolutely love this. I probably would not finish my nails without using one of these. I mean, it's just amazing. I also forgot to mention, you can actually use, you can also use a sanding band, or some people may call them an arbor band. That is a smooth arbor band. Yes, these can also help you get rid of those lumps and bumps if you find yourself with work that looks lumpy and bumpy. All right, so you have the different grit. This is an 80, and this is fine. So you have options, and the fine ones come in different colors. So this is also a fine in gray. Okay, and that one, if you use it on your e-file. My all-time favorite, where is it? Oh my gosh. Yes, my all-time absolute favorite, and this is something that you have to use as not as a single use, but a single client use. All right, it cannot be sanitized, so it's an absolutely personal tool. All right, you might want to inventory some of these and sell them to your guests so that each person can have their own individual. It's fabric and it cannot be sanitized or disinfected. Okay, so if you opt for using this type of buffer, please be advised, it's a single person use. It's a personal item. All right, so when I was in Boston and I first started getting my nails done, of course, they didn't use it as a single person use, but this is one of the files that my nail tech would utilize in order to make the nails absolutely smooth and flawless, so that when you put your gel tip and back the gel polish, back then we wasn't using so much gels, we were using nail polish. When you buff with this, there is a smooth that happens that just doesn't happen with any other method that I've ever tried. And I am going to take my nails down and I'm going to show you how to use this one. Okay, so you hold it just like this and you buff the nails, and you can actually use this on natural nails. If you're doing a manicure on a male and he doesn't want nail polish, like clear nail polish on his nails, you can just buff with this to get a natural shine. So come with me while I remove the gel off of these nails and reconstruct them to show you how to use each and every one of these buffers that I have here. Also, because I am not going to do a new set on my nails, because my anniversary is next month and I want to do an absolute flawless set on myself, don't judge me too harshly if I have back filling that I'm not going to fill. I'm just not going to do it because I want to save my nails for my anniversary next month. Cool? Alrighty, hang in tight. Okay guys, so I'm running my e-file on forward at about 16,000 RPMs, and I'm just going to remove the gel. I'm not going to be putting any powder down. I'm just removing the gel, and we're going to explore how each one of these buffing devices support smooth nails. So as you guys know, when I'm working on myself, I like to use the arbor bands. for comfort reasons. So starting with my thumb, problem with the arbor bands are when you are using arbor bands to remove gel, they tend to wear out easily. I'm gonna get me another one. I'm gonna get a coarse one. I have them mixed in here. Yeah, that one was a little bit dead. So let's say you just finished laying your acrylic. And you sort of like file it into shape with this arbor band, right? I'm not sure how well you can see on the camera. But this is very rough and you can feel all the ridges from the coarse filing. Okay, so I'm going to remove this coarse one and I'm actually going to opt for a smooth, not a smooth one, but a fine arbor band. Now let's explore what that is going to do to the nail. So I'm about 15,000 RPMs here. And I'm gonna go, now when you go down like this, with the fine one not so much, but if I was going down like this with the coarse one, it will actually make it rough. And to smooth out that roughness, you wanna go keep the arbor band fine flat on the nail, and you wanna go side to side like so. And I'm gonna feel that in a second to describe what it is I'm feeling. So that got the nail relatively smooth, but it's still not smooth enough to where you would want to put, you know, polish down or gel on top of that. It's just not smooth enough. All right. So your next option would be multiple things. And I like I said, I had a variety. I picked up a variety of them for the purpose of this video. So we have all of these varieties right here. And they pretty much work the same. These tend to be a little bit coarser and these tend to be a little bit finer. The coarse one also has a coarse, a medium, and a fine side. So I've used these before. I've never used one of these before. So let's try. This has a coarse side and a fine side. So let's try that. And the reason why I'm showing all of these is because not everybody can get their hands on all of these. So whichever one you have access to will work just as fine if you know exactly how to use it. Oh, yeah. That's feel good. So that's how you would use this one, right? You use the coarse side first, and then you will go in on the fine side. We also have this one, the traditional, you see them in most beauty supply stores. And on these guys, these could be a little bit sharp. So you just want to take either another buffer and score it on the edges so that this can and will cut. I've cut myself with it before, if I skip that part. So I would go down like so on one side. I would rotate it to the next side, and then I will go to the fine side. Wow. Nice and smooth. Okay. If you want even smoother, if you're still experiencing, at this point, if you're still experiencing roughness, that may be craftsmanship, okay? Because after you use this, you really shouldn't have to go any further. But if you do, there is a fine one, right? The fine does also have a coarse side. And when I'm using these, I use all three sides. Oh, wow, guys. Yes, smooth. Alrighty, let's try a couple more. So I have one of these that is used already. So I'm gonna go in on the 180 side. And the finer the dust that comes off. So guys, before I did this video, right, I have a cousin who is a master, what do you call those people? Masonry, right, Tiffany? Mason. And even though it's not the same thing, the concept is the same. So he built walls with concrete, and his walls are the smoothest things you ever want to see by the time he's finished. He's in the Caribbean and he builds houses. So I was asking him about smoothing and how come something rough would make something smooth. And he was explaining that roughness, that's what it does. If you put something rough against something, it would smooth it out, right? So you want to do the rough side first. And also he was saying that the liquid to the water to the concrete that they mix, it's not concrete, it's similar, but the stuff that they put on top would be considered, like in our industry, would be considered like your top coat or your buffing out process, where you mix this watery, do you know what they call that, Tiffany? It's like a liquid paste of cement and water that they use to put on the wall. I don't know what you call it. I forgot what he told me you called it.
No, I don't know.
I forgot what he called it, but I've seen him do it all the time, where he mixed the cement with water and it makes like a nice little paste, and he put the paste on the wall and then he smooths that out. And then he would use their version of the buff and buff it out, and so that's why the walls come out so smooth. So same concept with what we're doing right here. So I went over the 180 side, which made the nail fairly smooth. I mean, I can't even tell you, if I was supposed to say, it almost feel like velvet, right? And now I am going to go in on the 100 side, and I'm going to smooth that some more. And at this point, if you use one of these guys, when it gets really smooth, you actually hear it squeak, right? That means there is no roughness on the surface. It's just smooth. Oh, wow. I hope the camera is really doing justice on the smooth of this nail. All right, so this nail is smooth, right? You can see it, and you would love to apply gel top coat, nail polish, whatever it is you applying to the nail. You really would want to do it on this because it's nice and smooth. Now this, I gotta remind you, it's a single person use. It's a personal item, okay? This is how you use this one. You put your hand in here like so, A trowel is what he would use in his business to put the smoothing stuff on. And then they have this little, look at that, guys. It actually even shines. And my fingers are just gliding over. It's just gliding over the nail. And I'm actually going to polish this and show you guys. Remember, I am not going to backfill my nails because I'm saving the nails for my anniversary set. So I'm going to wear this one until they fall off. My anniversary is 17th anniversary is November 18th. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's just clean this up a little bit. I'm going to dust it off. I'm going to dust it off. Listen, if it wasn't for the fact that after you buff it, it's smooth, but it's dull, you could literally wear the nail just like this. And we're going to go in here with some clear top coats. And we're going to use the eye gel clear. And I'm going to be using my OPI lamp for curing. All right, and I want you to see what little effort I have to put in to applying the gel. Oh, I barely get this one open. And of course, this is just eye gel clear. It looks like glass. So link in the description box, I would have all of these buffers that I use. You don't have to get all of them, just the one that you would like to try if you don't have access to them. But look at that. And when I do the eye gels, I like to cure twice. I like to apply the top coat twice for the ultimate shine. So I'm curing for 30 seconds right now. And we will reapply the top coat. And on each one of my videos, I will be careful to highlight one particular method of smoothing each and every single time, so you have options on how you want to smooth. Okay, so that was 30 seconds. Look at that, guys. And let's do a second coat of that. It's just gliding on. And this is what you want to see when you do your guest nails or even your own nails. This is what you want to see. Just the gel just slide onto the nail. And I'm going to cure this for another 30 seconds. I should have put it to 60, but I'll take my hands out and put it back in. And then we'll do the reveal. Now, I'm not sponsored by eye gel, so I don't have a code for eye gel. Yeah, I don't have a code for eye gel, but I buy this by the big bottles and I refill them. $30 more seconds. So I'm going to give it a full minute. Once again, if you haven't done so just yet, please like and subscribe to my channel. It goes a long way in helping me reach other people who would like the information. And I just look forward to talking to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side and we're going to do a nice little reveal. Look at that, guys. So when you are doing your guest nails, this is what you want to see. That nice, smooth finish. I need some cuticle oil here. And I'm going to use some Young Nails cuticle oil on the back. And that's it, guys. I look forward to showing you this again on a full video when I do like a full set. But once again, this and this right here is a must-have as far as I'm concerned for my personal use as well as on my guests, and we retail these so that we always have this ultimate finish. All right, thank you for watching and have a great day.